Hai guys, selamat berjumpa kembali di channel kami. Dan ini adalah kesempatan yang sangat indah bagi kita semua, yaitu kita kedatangan seorang tamu dari Amerika. Dia adalah seorang imam yang kebetulan pada hari ini telah merayakan 48 tahun menjadi seorang imam dan misionaris. So, welcome Pater Aloysius.
Thank you very much.
Okay, first of all, I want to congratulate to you of your 48th anniversary of your priesthood.
Thank you.
I think it is not an easy struggle in your life to walk in on your vocation. So, how about your opinion about this?
Well, as you know, brother, I was a diocesan priest, a proto, for the first 8 years of those 48 years, and Carmelite 40 of those years. And I have to say that my priesthood didn't make sense to me personally until I became a Carmelite. I was always happy in the work that I did. I did a lot of different things, parish, school, tribunal. I worked in a lot of things as a proto, as a diocesan priest, and I was very happy with the work. But in my life, it did not make sense until I found my vocation in Carmel. Yeah. Because this 48 years. The story is not my fidelity or my faithfulness. Yeah. That's not the story. The story is the fidelity of the Lord to me.
Oh, yes, good. Yeah.
Of course, the basis of my ability to be a priest still after 48 years is because the Lord has been faithful to me. How has He been faithful to me? Two ways He's shown His faithfulness to me. The first way is through obedience, through the vow, the promise of obedience that I made as a priest to the bishop, as a diocesan priest, and the vow of obedience that I made in the order. Yeah. Grace comes to me through obedience, through obeying what I'm supposed to do, through doing what I'm supposed to do, when I'm supposed to do it. That's the first way. Yeah. The second way is equally as important. Through forgiveness. Yeah. Through the weaknesses that I have experienced as a person, through the imperfections that I have in my character, even through the sins that I have committed. It's forgiveness that the Lord provides grace. And so that it like fills up what is lacking. Yeah. If there's anything lacking in my actions, if there's anything lacking in my abilities or my talents, the forgiveness is supplied. And so the story of, I think of every priest starts out thinking, I have to be. And there's a little bit, in the beginning, there's a little bit of sumbong, of pride. I'm a priest. I'm a priest. That doesn't last long because you fall. Jatu. Yeah. You make a mistake, you do something wrong. And then you realize the Lord's faithfulness to you. Yeah.
It is so interesting for me and for you also. You say that it's not my fidelity to the Lord, but His fidelity for you.
To me.
Yeah, it's good, I think. But I want to ask one of you. Who made you be strong in your vocation?
Well, I remember one time when I was a young priest, maybe about 5 or 6 years ordained, before I became a Carmelite. I wrote a letter to my father, and I said to my father at the end of this, I wrote a long letter, but at the end of the letter I said, if I can be half the priest that he was a father, I will have done a good job. So my father was, of course my father was a married man with children from a family, of a family. But he's the biggest inspiration I had, that I still have in my life, to do the right thing, to do what I'm supposed to do. So if there's anything, that's the foundation, the example I had of my father and his fatherhood.
Oh, his fatherhood. It's good. How many you brothers and sisters in your
my family? There's three brothers. We're 3 boys, 1 girl.
Oh, three boys, 1 girl.
I'm the oldest.
Oh, you are the eldest one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think, as I said at the beginning, this is not an easy struggle in your way. So, what is the big challenge in your vocation until now?
From the beginning,
Yeah.
as I've told the brothers before many times in talking to them about the vows,
Yeah.
at a certain time in your life, in my life, the struggle, the challenge, the jihad, if you want to use this, the battle, was with chastity when I was younger. In the middle years, the struggle was with poverty.
Poverty.
Now the struggle is with obedience, because there's still a little bit of pride, not a little bit, sometimes a lot of pride, that I think I know better. I know what I do. You know, my superior, the superior of the commissariat was 1 year old when I became a priest.
Oh, yeah. So you're a child.
So
You're
he could have been, he was a baby.
grandchild.
Everybody here was a baby.
Yeah.
And most of you weren't even born
Yeah.
when I became a priest.
So you try to be obedient to your Father Commissar, even.
Well, I am obedient. When
Yeah.
Father Commissar transferred me from Java to Jota, he called me and said, "I'm changing you," and I said, "I obey." And then grace, that's the way grace comes.
Oh, okay. That is good.
Because Sombong is in here.
Yeah.
Sombong is, I know better.
Yeah, someone is mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can change our mind to be fit, to be obedience.
If we don't, we're not going to get into heaven.
Oh, okay. Okay. The next one. Do you want to say something to the brothers, the candidate of priest or the priest, because they will be in a long way as you are?
No.
So, what you say
Well,
to them?
the first thing is, not just to brothers as candidates for priests, because we're in an order where there's no distinction between fathers and brothers.
Oh.
We're all brothers. Brother's son is a brother.
Yeah.
He's a bruder, that's his category.
Yeah.
But his identity is brother. So I don't like when people call him bruder. He's brother.
Yeah, brother.
Your brother.
Yeah.
I'm brother. Father Commissar is brother. Father General is brother. And that is important, because it's what's been given to us as by the Lord as our identity, that we're not alone. The minute we start to think we're alone, we're separated, we're private, we're different, as soon as we begin to think that, we will lose our way. We will be independent. Now, certain sort of psychological, emotional maturity that it's needed for independence as a person. But we're independent so that we can give ourselves to the brotherhood that we live in, and that's what makes us able to work. I've had many positions in the order in different places in the world. I've lived in 4 or 5 different countries. I've visited 40 different countries. Because the order, not because of me, but because of the order. So that when it especially comes to temptation and apostolate to think when we're successful at something, to think that we are successful, that I am successful. I'm not successful. The order is successful in its service. So the emphasis on brotherhood is not just for social. We're not just friends.
Yeah.
We're brothers.
Yeah.
And the emphasis on the brotherhood that we have is what gives us the strength to be servants. Many times priests think they're the boss.
Yeah.
And especially you use here frequently, boss, hey boss, hey boss, boss. But the people who come to us, there are bosses in ministry. We're not sent because we know everything. For example, you as a priest, you go to a parish. Oh, you come in, you're the pastor of the parish. You're the boss.
Yeah.
Those people who come to Mass on Sunday were there 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. They're now. They're going to be here 5 years, and 10 years, and 20 years, and we're going to be someplace else.
Yeah.
It's their parish, not our parish.
Yeah.
So we have to understand our role. And so brotherhood helps us understand our role.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good occasion for you to explain, because many times people or also priests always think about that they are boss, and people also think priest is boss.
Especially in some cultures,
Yeah.
in the culture of Indonesia.
Yeah.
You become a priest. Oh my God, you are special. Orang istimewa.
Yeah.
Orang istimewa.
Yeah.
Everything's istimewa. Everything's special.
Yeah.
Special treatment. Special.
Yeah.
Special clothes. Everything's special.
Yeah.
We're not special.
Yeah, very nice. Special.
People are special.
Because we serve them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is the last one. What is your message for the people who always support you in your way of vocation? And maybe your family, or for those who always support you?
Well, my family, my parents, who are now dead, my brothers and my sister, my nephews and nieces, my grandnephews and grandnieces, they have been the biggest help to me to be faithful to my vocation. I always, whenever I begin my list of who I'm grateful for to God, I start with my family. The family of origin and the family that I live with now. So it's family, however you look at it. The family of the order, the family of our birth. And so my words are very humble. Thank you. I have not been perfect, but they have helped me to remain faithful and to seek through obedience, through forgiveness, to be faithful.
Okay, good. I am inspired by your words. So this is the last one for you. You are the missionary, as you say. You are the missionary, but until now, you cannot celebrate Mass in Indonesia. Why?
Well, I didn't come here to be a missionary for Indonesia.
Yeah.
I came here because of the order.
Of the order.
I came, number one, the first thing on the plate was to help the brothers speak English.
Yeah.
If I speak Bahasa Indonesia, they will never speak to me in English.
Yeah.
But because I do not learn, I understand a lot of Bahasa Indonesia, but because I do not learn to speak it, you have to speak to me in English. And because you have to speak to me in English, you learn English more.
Yeah.
Number two, I came here to strengthen the tradition of the order. Because everybody here is a baby except for Father Felix and Father Ubaldas, who are a little older, but they're from India.
Yeah.
They're younger than I am, but older than all of you.
Yeah.
So I came here to strengthen by example and by word
Yeah.
to strengthen the tradition of discalced Carmelite.
Yeah.
Teresa, Saint Teresa's Carmel.
Yeah.
So, I wish I had come here 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I really do. I am very happy here.
Yeah.
But I think I would be happier if I was strengthened with the knowledge of culture and language of Indonesia.
Yeah. It's good.
But here I am.
Pure motivation. I think you have pure motivation because we don't understand until now, but when you explain, I understand well.
Yeah.
So, the last one.
That was the third. This is the third last one.
That last one. You are very old. My question is, if you die, you want to be buried here or in America?
Oh no, here.
Oh,
Why
here.
would I want to be buried someplace else?
Why?
I don't want to be buried in Bajawa because it's too cold.
Oh. So you
Yeah,
enjoy.
you can be buried in Kupang. You can
Okay.
bury me in Kupang next to Brother Carlos. So that better be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's too cold, Bajawa. Oh my goodness, all eternity waiting for the resurrection of the dead.
Yeah.
I'd be freezing.
Yeah. That's good, Bajawa tradition and culture. I like. Why don't you like in Bajawa?
Cold.
Cold, yeah.
Dingin.
Yeah. In Kupang, so hot.
That's better than cold.
Oh.
It's better than cold.
Okay. I think that's all.
Okay.
Thank you. And happy anniversary day.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Very
you.
good. You're welcome, brother.
Okay.